Hello my friends, welcome to another episode of Diablo 4. My name is Wilfred. So in this video, I'd like to share with you what I've learned by playing the Capstone dungeon for the level 70 Fallen Temple. So now I've actually attempted it 3 times, and each time was with a different kind of level and circumstances. And it's the first time I play this game before the season 1 starts very soon. And you know, as for all the new games out there, I always try to figure things out on my own first, and before I go and study a little bit more on the internet and what other people do with their druid and so on. So that's exactly what I did when I started attempting the Capstone. It was I was level 64. It was during a live stream, and I got to the second last part. It was really tough, really so. But I managed to down some of those elite. But then when there was a double elite, and there was really tough because you just couldn't get through it. Just too many kind of like one shot by the enemy. So that was 6 level below. Then after that, I did try again at level 67, which is 3 level below. I got through the second last part pretty okay, but the last boss, Elias, there's so many special attacks. Those are all one shot at my level, and also when he summoned the succubus and they all target on me, I didn't have the DPS nor the defense to take them down. So what I did was that I sort of like I have to rethink my build, rethink my setup, and just redo what I've got. Put a little bit more focus on getting my character stronger in preparation of the world tier 4, which is tournament difficulty. So I did just that, and also I play a lot of Hell's Ties as well. Level up my glaive and so on. I got to level 73. So instead of 3 level below, which was my second attempt, it was 3 level above them. Now what you see in this clip, likely to be edited, is my attempt. Just about 10-12 minutes, I managed to complete the entire Capstone. And experience is on reverse. So the first thing I've learned is that the level difference make a difference. So when I was 3 level below, like all the mobs and Elias as the boss, I felt that I'm being one shot here and there and just get melted away. But when I was 3 level above them, and I felt that I was melting everything away, even the big boss in the end of the video, you will see. So yeah, the level difference means a lot, and I think it's pretty cool. And the other thing is that after level 70, it is really time to rethink the build. And if you play Diablo franchise, you probably agree with me that a lot of time you focus on that one ability. So previously I was trying to play something fun, mix a few things together, try to use some of the legendary to synergize my build. But then I realized that at the end of the day, just going back to Diablo 3 kind of like build philosophy, just focus on that one power. In my case, was a polarize, and everything I do is very much like just build around it. And the rest of it just for mobility or some kind of utility or healing and so on. So that's what I did. I overhauled my entire build. Then I optimized the Paragon as well, because unlike in the Diablo 3, you can just assign the Paragon level at your hard content. Respecting the Paragon board costs gold. So at my level 70, I had to spend there about 1.5 million gold, not just the Paragon board, not just the gear, not just the build, but the gear as well. So it does cost a bit, but the good thing about the overhauling the entire Paragon kind of setup is that you can optimize your path. So you then really think that I've tried out so many things in the game, and I found that there are only certain things that really matter. And what those things that matter. Are you lacking on DPS? Are you lacking on the defensive? And you could use you can optimize the path to the various kind of nodes that you want, and to achieve the outcome that you need. So that is what I found. Another thing I found is that the glaive is really important as well. It's very much a legendary gem in Diablo 3 if you play the game. Very much like that there are multiple of them. You can level them up, and after you level up, there are two kind of like abilities there, and so on. So I wasn't paying attention while I was doing my first 2 attempts, because I was thinking that, well, let's just play it. But then I found that being very carefully pick the glyph that I really need for my build, and to level them up, ensuring that there are enough nodes around it to open up the second requirement, the bonus ability. I found that is really important as well. Now, of course, when it comes to gear, then it's really a matter of getting the right item level, getting the right kind of enchant as well. Maybe there's one kind of affix that you don't like and try to roll it, but it's very expensive. Socket that go without saying, and also it's really just to keep finding the gear that you want through the hell tie, do that as well, and understanding that the damage how the damage multiplier works really, I think, kind of transform my build in a very positive way. So there are different tags within the your ability. My druid has earth, has the werebearer, shifting, and what have you. So understanding those tags, and also understanding the crit and the crit damage behind the scene, help to multiply. Vulnerability is really important as well. And with the right kind of like overpower, vulnerability, all these can multiply together, give you the one big hit that you need. So I found that, you know, the gear damage layering is very important. So when you group all these things, then if you try the capstone dungeon, I think it will be really a walk in the park for you if you get it right. Now, what level should you be doing this capstone dungeon? It depends on how experienced you are with the game, and also whether you are playing solo or not, hardcore or not. I mean, these are all play a part to it. I take a more conservative approach because I play solo, also like a little bit of like just figuring things out on my own. And see, I found that world tier 3 is not bad. You know, towards the end I was able to get through the hell tie really fast as well. I can get at least like at least 2 if not 3 mysterious chests plus other extra as well, because at that tier, world tier 3 is not that hard really if you get all the right gear and the build. But then there's a cap to it, because the item level kind of there's a limit to how far the items will roll in terms of item level, and you found that you just keep getting the gear that you don't find any upgrade, or you find it harder and harder to get any upgrade. And I think there's an indication that maybe you can't overstay a little bit on the world tier 3. I found that the XP as well get a lot slower beyond 70, which is what the intention of the world tier 3 as well. So beyond which you are getting quite slow, but of course you could always do hell tie that give you the 2 level above the mob. So there are ways to get XP still, but it's not as fast as, of course, if you progress in the world tier 4, if you world tier 4 if you're ready for it. Yeah. And also the other thing is that I found myself running out of sigil for the Nightmare Dungeon, because Nightmare Dungeon, do I need to play it? I think you have to play it for leveling up the glyph. And I found that it's pretty fun as well. You can get a right tier that is maybe 2 or 3 level about you, and that's kind of optimized as well. And also in between hell tie, what else can you do in this game? There's no other things to do but some Nightmare Dungeon. And I found that at some point I actually run out of tier. I was running really low at tier 20 sigil, because in order to open up a Nightmare Dungeon you need sigil, and in order to have the right tier, you start with say tier 20, and there's a possibility that it drop higher than 20 for you, so it could be 21 or 22, and then over time you get lesser and lesser. Level 20 you're supposed to go up, but then anything beyond tier 20 require you to unlock the world tier 4, and after a point in time then you found that you can no longer do any more Nightmare Dungeon. Of course you can craft it, but crafting is a lot of hit and misses, and you found that, you know, you try to craft for tier 20 but it may not be coming out that way. So yep, I mean, those are my experience playing the Capstone Dungeon. Now of course, you know, looking back, if I were to do it all over again, like, you know, for season 1, I'll probably be a little bit better prepared. But at the end of the day, I think video game progress is really just up to your liking. You don't have to follow a certain kind of pattern that people do it really fast and so on. So long as you enjoy yourself doing the thing that you like to do. I like to figure things out, although sometimes maybe a little bit slow, but I do enjoy the aspect of just finding out things my way. So I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you enjoy Diablo 4 as well. I will continue doing more live streaming and get a little bit more serious when it comes to the season 1. And as always, if you have any question or drop a note below, I'm more than happy to answer them. And my guild, my clan is called Red Riding Hood. I've been using that clan name since Marvel Heroes Diablo 3. So do send in a request. I'm happy to get you in as well. I've got a group of friends who's going to play together for season 1, and we'll just try and see what this new season is going to look like. And last but not the least, of course, this is going to be the final boss, and I hope you enjoy the final fight. So I'm going to fade away and let you focus on the video itself. All right, see you. Bye.